Do housing prices have you contemplating a tiny home? What are some things you need to know before you buy? That's today's topic. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jill Upleger with Denver Real Estate at Remax Edge in Littleton, Colorado. If you're interested in everything in the Denver area, then you have come to the right place. I post weekly tips, tours, and topics about real estate and living in the Denver area. Today we're talking tiny houses. I'll talk about where you can buy or rent a tiny house, the Colorado Tiny House Festival, and Colorado laws you need to know about if you're considering living in a tiny home in this beautiful state. Where can you buy a tiny house? Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and local businesses like Tiny Home Connection, to name a few. The median cost to buy a tiny home is around $60,000, where the average size is between 100 and 400 square feet, and most are 8.5 feet wide. Let's look at a few tiny homes for sale on Amazon. This shipping container home is offered at $45,000. It's 320 square feet, 1 bedroom with a full bath and kitchen. It comes with kitchen appliances, vinyl plank flooring, electric and plumbing, and foam insulation. I've always had an interest in the repurposing of shipping containers. This looks nicely done on the inside and has plenty of windows for natural light. Another more modern tiny house on Amazon is the Nomad Micro Home for under $39,000. There's 182 square feet on the main floor and 120 square feet in the loft. There's a living room, kitchen, bedroom, and bath. Additional cubes can be added to increase the square footage. This home requires what is described as easy DIY assembly. The next one we'll look at is a 12 by 20 log cabin kit, perfect for Colorado. It's being offered at just under $26,000. There are two options: stockade, where the logs appear to be stacked and overlap at the corners, or dovetail, where wood slats are used and interlock at the corners. This home is 240 square feet with a living area, kitchen, and bath. It also has a front porch, which is a nice addition to enjoy the outdoors. If you want to give tiny home living a try before jumping in and buying, go to Wee Casa Tiny House Resorts and Rentals. Located 25 minutes north of Boulder in Lyons, Colorado, you can book a tiny house by the night ranging from $149 to $299 based on the day of week and the particular home. The annual Colorado Tiny House Festival is taking place this year, July 10th and 11th in Brighton, Colorado. Check out tiny homes, yurts, container homes, and more. Also enjoy some of the best food and drink in Colorado. This is your opportunity to tour tiny houses and talk to local and national vendors. Now let's cover some Colorado laws regarding tiny homes. Depending on where you live, be sure to check out the laws before you buy a tiny home or the land that you want to put the home on. Tiny home classification makes all the difference. If the home has wheels, it's likely to be treated as an RV, where state and local RV ordinances apply. In many Colorado counties, it's illegal to live in your RV year-round. City zoning laws apply, so do your research before purchasing land to put a tiny home on. If the tiny home doesn't have wheels, then it's classified as a dwelling and subject to local zoning laws and building code standards. Choosing your location. There are established tiny home communities in Colorado that you can join, or if you're considering purchasing land, make sure to do your research and contact the county first. El Paso County, which includes Colorado Springs and outlying cities, recently changed their stance, allowing tiny homes on wheels in unincorporated areas and RV parks for full-time living. Park County is a bit further north and closer to the mountains, but there are more restrictions. All dwellings must have running water, plumbing, sanitation, and electricity. Here are a few other things to consider. The real estate market is different for tiny houses versus traditional homes. It could be difficult to fund buying or building a tiny home. You may want to save and have cash available. As well, selling a tiny home is a niche market, which may prove to be challenging. If you're looking at a tiny home as an investment, buying traditional property is probably safer. I hope this video has given you some great information about tiny houses and some things to think about. If you found today's topic helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you get notifications every time I post a video and you won't miss a thing. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to check out some of my other videos showing on the screen and in the description below.